If you're counting and you minus the opening credits and the last episode and also take out the end credits, we got an extra 10 minutes this episode. Come on. An extra 10 minutes of WandaVision. And supposedly it's going to get longer as the episodes go on. Not that we have a lot left, but still. Hey, warning, spoilers for this episode. I do not want to mess it up with you, so if you are staying, you don't hear about spoilers. I think this episode was another magnificent episode. I still like the last episode the best so far out of the entirety of this season. Actually, I think I would rank it last episode, then this episode, then episode number 2, and then episode number 1. I guess this is the cameo they were talking about, by the way, with Quicksilver, but the Quicksilver from the old X-Men universe is her Pietro. I knew that was going to happen because I had already seen the leaks, so it wasn't surprising for me, but I'm assuming a lot of people were just blown the fuck away and like, wait a second, that's the wrong Quicksilver. Now I'm curious if he'll actually stay as the new Quicksilver in this one, and the other guy, they're just like, yeah, fuck you, you're out. I mean, remember Joss Whedon throwing that hissy fit about how he wanted Quicksilver to stay dead because otherwise it's meaningless, and he focused on Quicksilver being dead and Hawkeye looking at him to say, yeah, he's dead. So, I don't know. Do we still like Joss Whedon? I mean, he did create Firefly, so that always gives him brownie points. Love seeing Vision figuring out everything that's going on. Also, Vision, I love you, but every time you go up against Wanda, you get your ass handed to you, so maybe, I don't know, don't provoke her, but I do understand him being angry. Also, him saying, I don't remember from before. I don't think that's necessarily just her blocking it out and altering the reality. I think it is because of what Shuri could actually recover, and his personality isn't wholly complete, and Wanda couldn't wholly complete him, and also Shuri didn't get all of it before Wanda killed him and then Thanos re-killed him. Yeah, Wanda could have taken out Thanos. Vision, you don't have... I guess the love angle he could play, and then, kissing her, stab her with a dagger, and then her dragon could roar. That'd be a cool ending to this season. I like that we actually have confirmation people are suffering being in this reality she created, or Hex. I love that they found a way to call it Hex without it just being she's Scarlet Witch, which notice she doesn't have a nickname yet. They mentioned that. No, she doesn't have any goofy name. She will. So I think between the Hex and then her wearing the red outfit, they're going to be like, oh, Scarlet Witch. Boom. Look at us, we're so clever. Okay, I've never had a dog and I really want a dog. Do dogs really die that easily? Did they just run out of your house, eat a bunch of leaves, and just fucking die? I'm not laughing as that's happened to you. It's just... wow. It'd be interesting if we had more time and we saw more bad things like that happen to Wanda that she couldn't necessarily control, and it starts to break her a little bit. By the way, let's go back to Wanda and Vision. I'm always all over the place, remember. I don't do scripts for these reviews. I just go off my reaction after watching it, and then I try to come back and make crazy predictions in a separate video. Doesn't always happen, but I try. Because I'm your favorite grandma. But her saying, I don't know how this all began, it definitely sounds like she's being manipulated, or someone kind of enhanced her trauma, all her rage, and then it kind of spiraled out of control. I mean, we've seen she's really powerful, and I go back to her being able to take on Thanos, but her being able to control that many people at once and have them turn the guns on the main guy running sword, I don't know. And she also could keep up the reality at the same time, the alternate reality, the Hex. So that's a lot going on, and they even pointed out she's never shown that type of power before. Although we have seen her be incredibly powerful during a moment of anguish, such as when she felt her brother die. I just think it's definitely pointing to someone else's fucking around with her to push her to where she's at this point, and now she can't stop because she has everything she wants, and she knows going out there, Vision is gone. However, and I think I talked about this in my prediction video, but I never released it for last week. My thought was, since we had seen things that are constructed within the Hex can also exist outside it, and then we got proof this episode that yes, that is absolutely true. Vision could exist outside the Hex. I don't know if she doesn't realize that. Maybe he'll exist as his corpse version. Maybe I said this in my review last week. I really can't remember. I know it was at least in my predictions video. And I think Monica was right when she said, on some level, you knew I was an ally. You're asking for help. And I think Wanda, on some level, knows, okay, this is wrong and I need out. But seriously fucked up that so many people are suffering, and I really don't want to see next episode when Vision takes matters into his own hands. Also, I can't wait to see how Uncle Quicksilver or Uncle Pietro interacts with the twins, and probably he's getting off major douche vibes, so I think he's gonna be kind of a douche. Well, Quicksilver in general in the comics is kind of a douche, but you understand from his point of view why he's a douche. Okay, so I think it was a great episode. I loved it. I can't wait for next week, even though I am dreading Vision clashing more with Wanda, or Pietro kind of being a douche to her and not the brother she remembers in more than one way. Okay, I have 5 crazy predictions for next week. Vision is going to escape the Hex, and he is going to end up talking to members of S.W.O.R.D., and he's going to be the one trying to figure out how to stop what Wanda's doing. Number 2, the episode is actually 40 minutes or more, and I mean 40 minutes of content, not the bullshit intro and outro. Number, I already lost count. Herb is Grim Reaper, and he's going to try to break into their house in order to break the control and kill Wanda, but he's accidentally going to attack one of the kids, and Wanda's going to kill him. Number, I think 4. I don't think Ralph is Mephisto. I know everyone thinks Agnes's husband is Mephisto. I don't think so. I don't think she would be that terrified of Wanda and looking so worried about doing it again if she was the significant other of Mephisto. Unless she's a slave to Mephisto or working for him and she doesn't like it. I still don't think her husband's Mephisto. I'm gonna be wrong on this, though. And number 5, Wanda becomes one of the big bads in the MCU after this show. Also, did anyone love that Vision was wearing his green plaid shirt from the comic series the show takes inspiration from? It's little things like that I absolutely love. Actually, speaking of getting from the comics, I think we also saw Wanda getting Vision's body, just like in the comics. So there actually were quite a few fun little nods. I mean, there were other Easter eggs, of course. Tony Stark Industries were giving tech to S.W.O.R.D., Lagos, and that whoopsie Wanda had, and then the hint that the cosmic radiation changed Monica, and now she has her comic super abilities. I should do a whole video just on Easter eggs from the comics. It's so much, and it's just so amazing. Okay, sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and let me know your crazy theories about WandaVision. I have some other videos I already made explaining other little bits of it. I just haven't released it yet. I'll work harder. I'm sorry. Okay, bye, grandbabies.